Hi everybody, this is Rita Holmes, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. I'm here to bring you my Simply Saturday video that I forgot about last week, and I am so sorry about that, but things were a little hectic, and I just had my mind on a lot of other things. My grandson was graduating from high school on Friday night, and I just was all caught up in all the graduation stuff and everything, just wanting to go to that and be with him. So I forgot the video. Sorry about that. So here I am today, bringing you your video and hoping that you like it. It's a simple card, as you know. Simply Saturday means simple cards, or more simple than what I do on Tuesdays usually. So I'll just put it that way. Stampin' Up! Is going to be having a sale starting June 3rd, and it is if you buy one suite. You know, a suite is where there's a bundle with a bunch of products with it that entires, showcases like a whole bundle with the ribbon, embellishments, and all that. You buy a suite, and you can get anything. You can get another suite half price, or if you don't want another suite, but you want the stamp set that's in it or the bundle that's in it, you can get that at half price. So that starts June 3rd. If you have any questions, please let me know. The description for my, or address for my store is, actually, I don't know if I put it on here. I think it's right in the description of this video. It'll say my store name. And if you don't have a demonstrator, I'd love for you to order from me. I looked today. I am $300 and something away from my $100,000 career sales. That's done over 11 years for me. That's how long I've been selling Stampin' Up! And I am real proud of making it that far. That's kind of like a big milestone, I guess, if you want to say that, a big milestone to hit. So I'm really glad that I was able to do that. I'm glad to share with you that I am able to do that. So if you do order from me, or if you have ordered from me, I really thank you for that, because you are a part of the reason why I have got to do what I want to do, and I am making this goal. So I want to thank you either in advance or thank you now that you've done that, and just want you to know that I really, really, really appreciate you. So now I'll get on with my video. I am using the, I don't know what it's called. Let me see. The 6x6 designer series paper called Boho Vibes. It is called that. I thought it was called something else. But anyway, I am using that today to do my cards. I like this paper. It's really, really different. I don't know if you've seen it in the catalog. It is in there, and I will get my catalog when I turn the camera down and show it to you in the catalog, but I do have my cards made out of it. Now, you can go to my Facebook group, Stamp Crazy VIP, and there is will be a PDF that will show up on that page that you can print off of any of the cards that I've done, and their names, Simply Saturday card, you know, number one through now we're at 33. So they're easy to find, but all my other videos, all the PDFs for those are also there. So let me turn my camera down. I'm going to get my catalog because I just had it. So I hope I can lay my hands on it. I was looking at some stuff. So I'm hoping I can do that and be able to show that to you. So let's turn the camera down and see my pretty screen over there. And let me pull it down because we are not, I'm going to hit this little hump. Yep, it was a smooth hump that time. That's pretty good. So let's see what that looks like. And I forgot to go ahead and share my video. That's kind of crazy. Let me do that. Here we go. I want to make sure I can see everything on the screen good. I'll look at it on my monitor to see what you're seeing. Makes it nicer that way. There we go. So here are the two cards I made. And this is paper out of that Boho Vibes. And did I lay my catalog back? Yep, I laid it where I had it. How about that? So let me look up the page number 120. So it's on page 120 in the catalog, and that's the paper. Let me find the stamp set. That just shows the paper. We have an index back here, so that's always really nice. Page 62. So let's go to page 62. There's some stuff made with it. You can get the Boho Vibes at a Sweet collection. And this shows some of the stuff, a scrapbook paper, some of the cards. And then we go over here. Here's the paper. Here's the stamp set. There are dies that match it. There are embellishments. And then we have some ideas over here for that. So, but I'm just using the paper tonight. I did use the stamp set. I used the hello and the leaf out of it on the one card. So, which is this one right here. So that is what that is. And I've heard people like it. I heard people didn't. I will be honest. And I wasn't sure about it when I first saw it, because it's really, really different. And here are the papers. Here is one of them. And that's the back side. This one, I love the colors in it. That's what I like. That's what drew me to this, the colors. That's the back side. And then here's this one in here's the front. And here's the back side. But you're going to see it cut up. Makes it look a lot different. So this is one of my favorites. And that's on this card right here. That's that. And then that's the back of that. And this one, we're going to make a card out of this one tonight. That's the back of it. This one is that card right there. So it's that. And that's the back. And this right here is actually these two pieces here. And then this one is those two pieces there. So that is the paper. It's pretty cool. I like it. I know some people's like, I don't know about that, Rita. I think you're kind of crazy. But you'll see. Hopefully you'll fall in love with it like I have. So let's move our cards out of the way. I've already got everything cut. I did use the stylish shapes, which I use all the time. And so that my circle is the first, second, third, fourth circle from the center that I used for right here. That's my only die cut I actually used. Here's what the die cuts look like for, that goes with this paper. And this die right here is one big die. It just cuts all those out at one time, which makes that so easy. I like easy. I am all for easy. And then what I use for the birthday wishes, I use this stamp set right here. And I use birthday and wishes out of the Everyday Greetings, which is an online exclusive. It's been out for a while. And then Sunshine Vibes is the set that goes with those dies. And it's got hello, thanks, sending good vibes, and darling. That's like a random word, isn't it, to have on there? Just darling. And then we have like little lines and a little, I almost think that looks like star type thing. Just a little print. The sun rays that can be here with the sun. This, to me, looks like a moon. And then we have the leaf, which I did on this card. So that's what we are going to be doing. And I've got cards stocked pretty well. I got everything cut except for this piece right here. So let's set this to the side. I'm going to move my paper out of the way just in case my cat decides to come visit us. So right now she's walking around. I don't know if you can, oh, you can't see her now, my camera's down. She's back by the steps walking. So we're going to do 2 cards. And here's one of them. And we are going to be using this paper here with these 2. And what I did is I actually cut 2 papers because I didn't want that stripe with that. And I didn't want that with it because that's what that is. So I'm cut 2, and I'll show you what I do with that to make the banner. And on this one, I'm only using one and cutting it. I'll show you how I'm cutting it. It's not really in half, but kind of in half. Kind of in half. So this is everything we need. So let's start by folding our card bases. That will be a good start. That's Mossy Meadow. This is Secret Sea, one of the new in colors. 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. When you're folding your cards, though, line up your edges. Even though you scored it, the scoring makes it easier to fold, but it doesn't always mean that it's correct, especially if your name's Rita Holmes. So that's one way to foolproof that. And we're going to do the same here. This one is a little bit harder to make sure you have edges met. But you can do that against your paper trimmer, anything that's got a surface, erased surface, where you can butt that up against. You can do it like that also. Now these cards that I'm going to make tonight, you see these are done in a landscape view, which means they go sideways. And I'm going to do these in like a portrait view, which is this way that they're folded here, okay? I want to show you that you can do both of them the same way. So I am using this one here, and I cut it 5 1/8 is here by 3 7/8 to put it on a piece of cardstock that's 5 1/4 by 4. This is our Darling Duckling, which is another new in color. So I'm just going to put those together with my glue here. Haven't used it in a couple hours, so had to make sure it wasn't all cloggy. Is cloggy a word? Cloggy is a word to me. I don't want my glue gun all cloggy. I'm just going to place this one here. And I want to lay it with that card, and I'm going to bring this one in. And I'm actually using Petal Pink with it. I'm to draw out this right here. So we're same, it's all cut the same. So easy to do. I love easy. Should have named my channel Easy Peasy or something like that. It probably fits me better. My cards are easy peasy. My cards aren't cut straight either, I don't think. Oh well. That's why it's homemade, right? Because catch it and hold on to it. It is not straight. That's crazy. Let me try it on this side. Sometimes, I don't know. It's got glue on it, so it's going to have to be straight somehow. There we go. That's a little better. Little better. So this will take away from it. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to do this one first. So what I did was I cut that piece 3 7/8. Had stuff on my paper trimmer. I cut this 3 7/8 because that is what that is. Well, I'm not dividing 3 7/8 in half. That's kind of crazy. So what I'm doing is I'm going to the 2-inch mark. So one will be a little less than 2 inches. One will be 2 inches. And look at that, my paper. My blade must not be down in there. That's kind of crazy. It is higher, but it's not snapping in. Come on, blade. Probably wore out. There we go. Finally. It's been doing that lately. So I've cut that one, and while I've got this out, I'm going to go ahead and cut the other one. That one actually goes with this one up here. And this one, I'm going to cut both of them together. And I'm going to take this one and this one because it's cut a tiny bit smaller together. And I have this one for extra. And I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. So I might use that again in a minute, and I might not. So what I'm going to do with these is I want these to go on here, but I don't want them to go on there together. You know what I'm saying? I might turn that way. And this one this way. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut these. No, I want it this way. That's what I want. So I'm going to take these and I'm going to use my big scissors just because it'll go faster. And I'm going to cut a V out of it. Well, not a V, but I'm going to cut it like a tag. Not really caring how that turned out. But that way, when I put these down, they are going to match. Magic. It's a magic card. And I can actually maybe, there we go. So that's going to be like that. This one, I am going to take these and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take and I'm just going to cut. I don't measure. You can. And these will go like this on this card. So let's go ahead and put those down. I'm going to save these. I might use that in a minute. Just might. Just might. So let's go ahead and put this on our card. I've done nothing but glued it down. Just glued it down. Now see, I like this paper cut down as, you know, not as a whole as much as I like it cut down to put on my card. I really like that. Same with this. Even though, where's my card base? Come here, card base. And you could use like one of the more solid that's just got a little print like this one or this as your focus, and then put two of the prints on there if you would like. But once you get them together, they're really cute. So let's put that down. And then we're going to add these to our card. Doesn't matter which one you put on first. They will overlap a little bitty tiny bit. So we're putting this on. Then we'll put this one on. Make sure you get your right side that you want so that your makes it match to look like a banner. So we're just going to put that on. And you want to kind of line it up with your card, the print of the card. There we go. So we have that one on. Now let's put this one on. And I turned this one around to put it on because I didn't want my yellow up here against the yellow. I thought if I could bring it down, it would give a better contrast. So you can look at those kind of things too when you're putting that on. There's no rhyme or reason here. We're just making a card. We're just making a card. And before we decorate our card and do our sentiment, I'm going to put these on the card base. That way it just gets it all out of the way. So there we are with the two cards that far. And they're, you know what I did? I glued them on the card base. I was going to pop them, but I guess I'm not popping these, am I? I just got carried away. I did pop these. You can't see it as much of a difference, but if you like to pop things like I do, then that's what you do. Let's go ahead and glue our insides in. I don't know why I did that, but I did it, didn't I? Did it without thinking. So I hope I got both cards to where they open the right way, because I sure didn't make sure about that. Oh my gosh. I should call this just the Crazy Rita show, because I do something crazy every time. And here's why I saved these. I am going to take this one, and I can take it's this one, but actually, because I did it backwards, so why was I looking for that? But I think I'm going to take that and just put this in here, like so. Do I want that to look like a banner like that? No, not really. Do I want to bring it over here? I think I do. Which I should have paid attention, because now it's all blue in here, but that's okay. It matches the secret C. So this is what I want to do to this card, is just use up my pieces that I cut off. So you can just do that and make an inside version. And then all we have to do is stamp this, right? So let's do this one. Let's go ahead and put this inside, and I can do the same thing. I'll show you what I did in my other cards. I didn't open those up and show you. But I think I want to use the leftover pieces, just because I don't have to feel like I have to save them. But in these, I just took an extra banner and put a banner inside. So I have that one like that, and then I have this one down here. Another thing I did, because the cloud cover is so light, that's what I used back here, and I went ahead and used it in here as my inside cover to write on too, because it's so light you can do that, and it matches in here with the stripes. So that's how I did these two cards. But I think I am going to bring in, let's see what I want. I think I want to turn this one and have the green and the, I'm going to do that and do that here. Or I could take and put one in each corner. I'll do that one that way. I just like to play, I guess, as a lack of better words. I just like to play with my cards. I like to decorate the inside, and then they all don't have to be decorated the same, you know. So there we go with that. Okay, let's do our fronts. Let's do these right here and just add those to the card and be done with it. I've got the happy birthday wishes, and I think I'm going to put that on one. And I will use the, what colors do I have out here? I will use the Secret C for that one, as soon as I learn how to open our stamp pads, because that wasn't working really well for me. And I just put the two stamps on here to where they would fit how I like them, so I can stamp them both at one time. So there we go. Clean it. And I think I will maybe just do the same thing on this one and make two birthday cards. And I think I will use Cajun Craze on that one to bring out this color. That's what I have in here, because I used that on the other card with the hello. Or do I want to do the hello? I like the hello. Let's do birthday wishes. We could actually, you know what might be pretty cute on here? I got an idea. That's scary when I get an idea. Let's close these up real quick and let's follow through on an idea I have, and I have to get my little scrap paper out that's under here. Let's get that out for a minute. We'll put that there. We'll bring in the leaf and Mossy Meadow, since that's the green color in this card. And I think what I'm going to do, let's look at it. If we ink it and we stamp off, what do we have? Look at that. Excuse me. So I'm going to ink that off, and then I'm going to take it, and I'm going to go over my birthday. And I'm going to set that on that card right there. What do you guys think? I think I'm going to do it with this one too. I like that. That's different. You'll have to tell me in the comments, since this is a pre-recorded video, what you think, if you like the leaf this way. That was just my thought real quick. So that's going to go on there. Woohoo. Woohoo. We did something, we ad-libbed on my card. Aren't we just the nifty people, right? Okay, let's put these together. And what I have, because I have the petal pink in there, I got this pink, a piece of petal pink. I'm going to cut 12 inches off of it. I'll use my big scissors since they're here. I'm going to turn this over. And I am going to add some I just added some of my adhesive. I got to make sure that I hit adhesive with this though. And then I'll bring this one in this way. Trim my ends. I don't want that trim. There we go. Then what I'm going to do is bring in some dimensionals. To hold, it'll help hold the ribbon and it'll hold the card up. So I'm putting it kind of over where that tape is so it will hold. Just pull that off. And we'll add some embellishments to that. I forgot to add embellishments to that one. I'll do that in a minute. So we'll put my birthday wishes on here. So that card is straight up and down. Let's do the same with this one. We're going to just add ribbon. And you don't have to add ribbon to it. You can leave it plain, because you could just put it on like this and add embellishments also, whatever you like to do. I am going to add the Secret C. I really like this Secret C ribbon. It's a little wider than the other, but this is one of our new in color ribbons. So why not try it, right? Why not give it a try? Get on there. There we go. Trim that up. And I cut 12 inches just in case I leave more hanging over at one end than the other. So I have room for it. So I'm going to do the same. I'm going to take and I'm going to add dimensionals. And as you can see how that's sticking to my finger, I will put a dimensional there and cover that up. And this just helps cover the tape up. So let's go ahead and pull these off. I do like coloring the backs of these. I can see them better and know if I got them off or not. So it's nothing to do. You know, it takes a minute when you get them, and use a Sharpie marker on the back of them and just color them on the side that you pop, and it is great to use. So let's put some embellishments. And did I save the embellishments out here? Well, heck no. That was kind of crazy, wasn't it? I am going to use the in color. I got these in here. Now let's see if I can get them back out. There we go. We're going to use these. Let's just take them out of the package. That's all torn up and all that already. We're going to use these. So I think what we'll do, we'll get out the handy dandy little tool here. I'm going to use the Secret C on here, the dark, because you'll be able to see those really, really good. So there we go on that one. Let's go ahead and put some on this one. We put yellow ones on that one. So none of these have the strawberry slush or that in them, but I think I'll use cloud cover on this one. I'll use the big ones. We'll do that. I don't want to put the cloud cover. I'll put it in between them. So there's that one. Now let's do this one. And I'm going to use the yellow. I'm going to use the big ones. I'm trying to have, you know, make these, so I don't use them all of one kind up at one time. Because I'm good about doing stuff like that. Whoops. There we go. So he shows up on those dark colors and the light color. So there is my cards, girls, and that's, you can use any DSP that you have. You do not have to use what I used, although I love this paper and I love it cut up like this. It just shows it in a whole different ball game than what you're looking at when you look just straight at it as 6x6 pieces. And it gives you a way to mix and match them, and I like that. So I hope that you enjoyed it, and that you try making some of these. So there's the two we made. Here are the two that I made earlier. Do make comments in the comments. That way I see who's on here. Tell me where you're from or whatever. And I take the names from the comments and then I put them on a spinning wheel and I spin for winners of that card. And if you win, and that's over all 3 platforms, and then if you win and I don't have your address, I will put a comment in for you to send me your address. So there we go. That is my cards. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you come back. You can come on Tuesdays at 10 o'clock on my Facebook, either my Facebook page, my business page, Stamp Crazy by Rita Holmes, or you can go to my group, which is Stamp Crazy VIP, and that's Very Important Paper Crafters. That's my VIP. So anyway, you can join those groups, and that's where those videos are at 10 o'clock. I do make a Facebook, I mean not a Facebook, but a YouTube video. I try to do it on Tuesdays of the same thing and put it in YouTube, for the main fact that the Facebook videos are only good for 30 days now, and Facebook will take them down. So all of my videos are done on YouTube too, and they will stay stored on YouTube, so they can always be seen over there if they are dropped from Facebook. So I want to let you know that. And the name of the video is the same name on both groups so that you don't have any confusion. All right, everyone, I am going to go for now. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will be back Tuesday for Facebook Lives. and then for YouTube Live. And I go live. It's not pre-recorded on YouTube on Tuesday, so watch for that. And also when you go to my channel, you can either look at videos or you can look at lives. So make sure you check my lives out too, because they're in now that's the way they do it. So just to let you know that. My cat's trying to scratch on my stool. So anyway, I will let you all go, and happy crafting to all of you guys. Be creative when you can, and have a great weekend. Bye.